experience for next year. This game obviously got out of hand in a hurry. Fourth and 5 from outside. They're about to punt the ball back. We got the wrestler back there and the thief, Trey Chambers. Here comes the punt. Looks like Trey's going to call for a fair catch at the 35-yard line. Oh, and he kind of, you're not really allowed to hit him like that, but gave him a little love tap there. They'll sometimes throw the flag on just for doing that. Okay, so we got, let's see who's going to be quarterback. Is Leon Elliott's back there, or is that Becerra back there? Who do we got back there?
On the sideline, it looks like Leon.
Oh, there goes Kainoa Wong is going to be the quarterback. The junior, and he's only 5'6", 150, but he plays a lot bigger than that, I'll tell you. Hands off to Michael Palmer up the middle. Palmer's getting some yardage into the secondary, and he's real close to a Glacier Peak first down at about the 45-yard line.
Great offensive line push on that.
And they are calling for a first down, so they're moving the chains. Clock's running, 10:45 left to go in the game.
Have you ever seen GP run this style of offense?
No. And I was surprised that Kainoa Wong came in to be quarterback. I just didn't see that one coming. In a minute, we're going to go down to Ron Hethorn and see what he's got to say about the quarterback situation. So let's go down to Ron. Ron, you ready for us down there?
Yeah. Watching the play down here, I see Kainoa Wong come running out of the field. Comes over and talks to the coach, gets the play, and runs back in the game. So I think he's probably the first time he's ever done this, too. I think he's a little surprised. But let's see what he can do. He's doing a good job handing it off.
Okay.
Oh, there's a penalty.
Ron Hethorn, ladies. And there was a big penalty because that went back 15 yards. So I didn't even see what the penalty was. Maybe Ron can find out. There goes Michael Palmer into the secondary, and he's at a first down. Big first down for the Missile. And he's out to about where they should have had it the first time, about the 44-yard line. Ron, did you know what that penalty was? Because it backed him up quite a bit.
I didn't get the penalty, but here's Kainoa Wong running back to the sideline to get the play and back in the game again.
Well, 1st and 10 Grizzlies, 9:27 left in the fourth quarter.
I'm trying to figure out what happened on that penalty.
I didn't even see a flag on the field. So, okay, here we go. Kainoa Wong. Hands off to Michael Palmer. He's up the middle, and not much doing there. He's met by a gang of Wildcats. And it looks like people are getting a little frisky down there. This is kind of, when these games get out of hand, Rob, you kind of see a lot of people get frustrated. You see some stupid fouls, and that might be what happened. We just didn't see it.
Well, that was gang tackling, not to be confused with Gangnam Style tackling. Although I wouldn't mind seeing a little Gangnam Style out here right now.
We might as well see something like that. Okay, here we go. 2nd and 7 for Kainoa Wong. And he hands off and there's a little trickery, and there goes, is that the wrestler? There goes the wrestler, and he's gone.
Reservations for 6.
Reservations for 6. I like it. Rob Nichols. And the wrestler goes all the way, and that's a bright spot for the Grizzlies. And you know what? The wrestler needed that tonight. He's a senior, probably his last game for Glacier Peak, and what a year and what a career he's had at
Glacier. A little bit of confusion on that. The old banana in the tailpipe play.
And they fell for the banana in the tailpipe. What movie's that from, Rob?
Man, I just drew a blank.
Oh, I'm going to tell you, it was Eddie Murphy in Beverly Hills Cop, the banana in the tailpipe.
That's before my time, too.
Oh, come on. Come on. And they, looks like they're going for 2 back there. Austin Hines.
Oh.
He passes it to Josh. Big play May for the 2-point conversion. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we're up to 10 points. 11 points.
Hey, now I know that's funny, but there's only one other team that scored that many points against me. So
And
that was Bellevue.
oh, yeah. Interesting point by the 5-2-0 player. Nobody else other than Bellevue, remember we're not even counting the Bellevue game, nobody else has scored 11 points against Mount Si. However, you might make the argument this is a little bit of garbage time when they're up 52-3. But anyway,
It is?
great play by the wrestler, and he's, you know what, I am really going to miss the wrestler. He's had quite the career. I'm wondering, did they redshirt him possibly? Another...
Tim, this isn't Bellevue.
Oh, this isn't Bellevue. Wow.
Yeah, we don't have
Did we say that on the air? I like it. Let's see, maybe an onside kick here for the Grizzlies.
Well, I like what we're seeing out of GP. You're right. You know, this game was in the books, but they're playing for some pride right now.
Absolutely. Let's see how many points they can get on the board here.
The student section is on their feet. The cheerleaders got them going.
Well, they're still in that point. They're still up by over 40, so that clock's going to just keep on running. So right now it's either their best friend or their worst enemy, however you want to look at it. There's the kick by Spencer Pettit, and that's a great kick right into the end zone. So no time goes off the clock there, so Mount Si is going to start it on their 20-yard line and see if our spotter can tell us who's going to be coming in at quarterback for Mount Si.
That kick was kind of like you hit a golf ball, kind of that low, hooking knuckleball.
Hey, that hurts my feelings. He has to bring up my golf game at a time like this. Kick me while I'm down. Okay, who's quarterback right now? They still got, I think that's a... We still got Nick Allen in. Nick Mitchell, excuse me.
Oh, fumble? I saw the beanbag.
I did see a fumble come out, and we're trying to figure out who's quarterback. I think Mount Si put a different quarterback in here, so we're going to get it to you in just a second here. And our expert spotter here says Jonathan, what's his last name? I can't read anymore. I need my reading
glasses. You can't read, it's that you can't see. There's a difference, Hillel.
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 Well, hello to you.
Yes.
Okay, Hillel, hands off up the middle, and not much doing there. Another stop by the Grizzlies. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9. So
I'd still be surprised if we see Mount Si put the ball in the air.
No, I don't think there's any reason for them to put the ball in the air at this point.
Yeah, at this point, Glacier Peak just needs to, fill the box, pin their ears back, and drive.
No, I mean, the only reason they might is because even if it's an incomplete pass, the clock's going to keep going. So that might be a little bit of an incentive to put it in the air. But 3rd and 8, they're calling it from the 22-yard line. And he is going
there
out.
There it is.
And he had the reception, but he just kind of lost it at the last second. And it might be there might be some seconds. That's number 21, it looks like. So Grizzlies hold. We're back in this game, ladies and gentlemen.
That's 2 in a row.
So clocks keeps going though, even though it's an incomplete. 6 minutes 30 seconds left to go in the game here. Mount Si is going to punt, and Sean Elledge and Trey Chambers back there to receive. They call most of the time. Glacier Peak calls for fair catch. They do not run back a lot of punts. I've noticed this year. See what they're going to do, and looks like Sean's going to run this one back, but nowhere to go. And he's still on his feet. The wrestler's going east and west.
Block.
Oh, another great block, and he's still on his feet at the mid stripe, and they're going to. Oh, and he's still on his feet. Oh my! There he goes. Oh, he's broke like 10 tackles. Oh, my. He's still on his feet. Oh, and they got him at the 12-yard line, and the wrestler just would not go down. And Rob, he was allergic to gravity.
He was allergic to gravity.
Oh, my.
What a fantastic run. I also want to point out number 5.
Marcus Baruch.
Marcus Baruch had more blocks on one play than I think is humanly possible. That kid was hitting somebody again, and I think he hit 3 blocks to help open up that play.
Well, I think they're going to have to bring the wrestler off to give him a rest. He ran. If you count the east-west yardage, our statistician would have to give him about 130 yards on that play. Oh, and we got Becerra back in the game, and
Touchdown.
And it's touchdown. And who is that? No, and that's Josh Big Play May, I believe. Or is that who? 24, Josh May. Josh Big Play May. And I believe he is a senior too, I believe. Junior. Josh is a junior, sorry. And just like that, it's 17 to 52. We're putting a dent in it. Uh-oh. Fumbled snap there, and Austin Hines he's running around. He might get in the end zone.
Lower your head.
And he's in
He
for
does.
a broken play, 2-point conversion.
Tim, that was exactly as planned.
That was, and now it's 19 to 52. Now the question is, I think the clock's going to have to get stopped again, I believe, because they're within that 40-point threshold. So,
How do you draw that play up?
well, it takes a lot of planning to draw that up.
Todd, we need the yellow marker on the screen.
Yes, we do.
We need the czar of the telestrator.
Yeah, we can get illustrated. I'll put that in next year's budget.
Austin Hines, that was on the 2-point conversion.
What's with the ref?
What are the refs doing
I
here?
don't know. Rose talking to him.
Let's back up a couple minutes, Rob. That was one of the craziest plays on that punt return. And I just said that Glacier Peak doesn't usually run back a lot of punts. They usually call for fair catches, and the wrestler was all over the place, and he darn near made it in the end zone. And how many tackles did he actually break on that?
You know, I think that's a case of a kid that just wants it.
And he has a nose for the end zone. He really does. And when he's playing next year on Saturdays, somebody is going to get one heck of a player, because he's not your typical Division I full ride scholarship to like a USC, but somebody is going to get him and wish. There's going to be some Division I schools that are thinking, why didn't I take this kid?
Absolutely.
There goes Spencer Pettit. He's going to
Nice
stick
kick.
that out. He got it right at about the 1 yard line.
Uh-oh. Big
Uh-oh.
ball.
I thought he was actually in the end zone. Oh, and he's going on. And somebody makes a touchdown saving catch, or Elledge makes a touchdown saving tackle and he looks like he might be hurt right at about the 35 yard line. I actually thought he had a foot in the end zone, so I'm surprised they let him run that out of the end zone. But great play by
Elledge's name again, right?
You know what?
A couple weeks ago, Tim and I had the privilege of meeting Mike Leach, coach at WSU, and what was one of the things he said he looks for in kids?
Yeah, he doesn't look for these 4 stars and 5 stars. He doesn't pay attention to that. He likes people that can actually play.
And he wants kids that want it with a motor, right? Sean Elledge is definitely that type of kid.
Yeah, and you know what? Elledge is a state champion wrestler. He could be playing college sports wrestling too, but I think he wants to play football. Marcus Baruchin on the tackle, and clock's running at 3:48 left in the fourth quarter. 19:52.
Well, the offense has
Mount
shown something. Let's see the defense have a little bit of pride here and hold these guys.
Quarterback back to pass. He's got a wide open receiver at about the 20-yard line.
Oh, he fumbled!
He fumbled. I think Glacier Peak's got that ball. Well, let's see what they're saying here. No, I think Mount Si recovered that.
I like your initial call.
They should go by the ref. I should be mic'd in with the ref. First down, Mount Si. Clock's running 3:05, and they're going to mark that at about the 19-yard line for Mount Si. First and 10. Hands off up the middle. I think that's number 17, Connor Jensen, for about a 2-yard gain, I think.
Tim, I think it's worth saying. I think we've watched a lot of high school football, and we had the replacement ref incident in the NFL this year. This group of referees has done a good job tonight.
We're off.
Don't say anything.
Might be having some technical difficulties. We'll get right back with you. But yeah, I think the refs have done a pretty good job tonight. I have no complaints here. We've had some questionable calls this year for some games, but tonight overall, I think the refs have done a great job. So hats off to them. That brings up 4th down, I believe. Are they calling that 3rd down? Minute 50 left. Clock continues to run. Going to be just probably a couple more plays, and this game's going to be about over with. Incomplete pass by quarterback Jonathan Hillel. That's going to bring up 4th and 5 for Mount Si. Marcus Baruch right there. Marcus Baruch has had a great senior year too. We'll miss him along with all the other seniors. Matt Nicholson, the barber. Apparently the barber's doing a lot of mohawks in the locker room, and from what I understand, on plays you can't even see it. He'll make a tackle and he'll rip the helmet off real quick, give the guy a mohawk, and they don't even know it.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
Either does the other team.
Oh, nice.
4th
nice
and
drive.
5 and a good stop, and Grizzlies are going to take over on downs at about the 15-yard line. Nice red zone stop there.
Well, we got less than 30 seconds left. The clock is running.
Yeah, they're not even stopping it on the change of possession. So Glacier Peak might get off one play here before this game's over, and we're going to see if Ron Hethorn can catch up with Coach Rowe, and see what he has to say about the game. Becerra's back in shotgun formation. Passes over the middle, complete to Josh. Big play May for a big first down, but that is going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. So just like that, 19 Glacier Peak, 52 Mount Si, and that will do it for the 2012 season. I want to give a big thank you to all our listeners all over the place. We got them in New Mexico and Utah, Colorado. We got our New Hampshire contingent. We even had a listener from France earlier in the year. So last week we had 1,350 listeners. So we're gonna give the game ball here to Sean Elledge because he's had a wonderful career.